You would hope most healthcare workers are vaccinated, especially those caring for one of the most vulnerable population, the elderly. The reality is they aren't. Our Nixon Norman dug into the numbers of the 42 nursing homes across northern Alabama.
Let's cut to the chase. The most vaccinated nursing home in northern Alabama sits at around 79% of staff vaccinated. Here's a map of what we looked at, the 10 northmost counties in Alabama. We got the numbers from Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services, and these were gathered as of July 25th. 36 nursing homes have between 35% and 70% of staff vaccinated. Here in Madison County, the average vaccination rate for nursing home staff is around 57%. The best vaccination rates among nursing home staff, the El Reposo Nursing Facility in Florence sits at the top with 78.6%. Next is Fairview at Redstone Village in Huntsville at 75.2%, and Cypress Cove Care Center in Muscle Shoals at 70.7%. These were the best in the valley. El Reposo had the highest vaccination rate at nearly 79%. And as you can see, the top three were 70% or higher. And now for the worst. Cumberland Health and Rehab in Bridgeport sits at 29%. Southampton Nursing and Rehab in Owens Crossroads sits at 33.9%, and Diversicare of Arab is at 34.6%. Just listening to these numbers, would you feel comfortable knowing a loved one who is probably vulnerable is in a nursing home with a 29% vaccination rate?
Well, as a physician myself, and having previously been a caregiver to an elderly parent in my home, I know that we have to do all we can to cocoon and protect our elderly.
So I think we can all agree that it's a good thing to protect the elderly. But should health workers, specifically those who take care of the elderly, be mandated to take the COVID-19 vaccine, just like many other vaccines?
I mean, let's think about influenza. You know, we have a responsibility to our own patients to keep our influenza vaccine up to date so we as providers will not infect our own patients.
Landers says the Alabama Department of Public Health cannot mandate the vaccine, but that private entities and businesses can. But she does say that keeping patients healthy and safe is a major responsibility for any healthcare worker.
I would encourage people to go back to our roots as caregivers, as healthcare providers. I mean, why did we go into this? And why are we continuing to do this? And what is our responsibility to our patients to keep them safe and keep them healthy? And again, not expose them to a communicable disease.
For a list of the most and least vaccinated nursing home staffs in Alabama, visit RocketCityNow.com. Putting the Valley first, Nixon Norman, WZDX News.